Awesome. All right. So it is early in the morning, and that's great. Getting a nice start to the day. I have Jeff and Christine with me today, which is awesome. Thanks, guys, for being here. I appreciate it.
Hey, good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. And oh my gosh. Okay. So I want to go back a couple of months when we first started like interacting with each other, and tell me kind of where were you then, and what kind of caused you to sign up, to hang out with me, and yeah, just to tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, well, it was first thing in the morning. I was waking up, and I was just flipping through Facebook, and I saw a picture of this real estate agent, aka Jonathan, with his family, and I'm like, oh, what a nice picture. What's this about? And it talked about making, more money in a luxury type market or something like that, to that extent. That was the message. So I'm like, I'd be interested in that. So I have to say the picture that you had was attractive to me because it looked like it's a nice family together, and then of course the headline was even more attractive to me, and so I decided to kind of see what this guy is all about, and I attended a hangout. And I'm like, oh wow, okay, this guy's doing it. He's been there. He's been in the trenches. I kind of got a feel for what that's about, and now he's building what you term as an elf business, easy, lucrative, and fun. I'm like, how could that be? I need to listen at least for a few minutes.
Sure.
And then I kind of got hooked from there.
Okay.
We got hooked.
Yeah.
Exactly, in a positive way.
Oh, very positive way. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so far our life was transformed and in a wonderful way.
Nice.
Wonderful way. Yeah, we're very happy. I'm very happy Jeff saw you on Facebook. So we can get to meet you, hang out with you, learn, and change the way we look at life and the way we do things.
Nice. Awesome. All right, cool. And when I know you guys came out to San Diego, right? You came out to one of the latest 3-day events that I did. What was that like?
That was pretty interesting to me. I mean, from the area that it's in, I get to see kind of how life could be, I guess you might say, if I just keep on the path. But more importantly, it was really informative, and I couldn't believe how simple it was just put. I guess you might say, it's not as complicated as, I'll say, I guess some of the gurus and some of the brokerage firms kind of drive you in a direction where you got to do a lot of work to get a lot of leads, to do a lot of conversion, to do a lot of, and then it's like, oh my gosh, you're pulling your hair out. So
yeah,
it was streamlined down.
Oh yeah, simple is good. So what were some of the simple things that you learned? Either things that are like concretely, like, okay, yeah, this is real estate related, or maybe simple things of just like life lessons that are like, wow, okay, gosh, if I change my verbal skills a little bit here, I could probably see an exponential growth there.
I would have to say the biggest thing for me was just a matter of perspective. That was the first thing that popped into my head. And let me give you an example where at first, I would have to say at first, no more than, it was within this year, that a $200,000 listing was something to get a little bit nervous about. A $300,000 listing was, oh my gosh, I feel like I only have my underwears out in the street on a busy street,
Sure.
It was scary. So, and then, this weekend, one of the things I did was just say, you know what? And okay, and this is the second half of what I learned. It's just like, just do it. And what I mean by that is two things. Calling my top 150 and or finding who those top 150 are. It's easier once you get going. And then, here's the numbers now. From a $200,000 or $300,000 listing that I thought was absolutely, scary, to over $2 million house to do an open house for was, okay, here we go. And then I was there.
That's
and it
awesome.
went great.
That's awesome. So tell me about that, because
Wonderful.
I know that was something we talked about even last like 5 days ago, I think it was, right? And I know, yeah, you're in a market
Oh,
where that 1 to 200 to 300,000 is pretty commonplace, and 300's, like you say, that's way up there. And I just gave you the tactic or the strategy to say, okay, cool. Well, go 45 minutes out of your comfort zone, and, take a drive, and go do a more expensive home. As don't go 20 million, but why not go 1, 2, or 3 million? And I guess if you're okay with it, share the secret that I shared with you of how you can go about doing an open house for a $2 million place.
the connection is cutting out a little bit, but you were saying something about giving me the strategies and or tactics just to go about doing it. You were saying?
Yeah, to go and do this multi-million-dollar open house. Do you mind sharing with everybody what that? I mean, what did you do to get that $2 million house?
Oh, okay. I just kind of went into my MLS, see who has those listings, and started calling, leaving voicemails or texts if they didn't pick right up, or I would call back again. But maybe within 10 or 15 minutes, I get this agent. I said, hey, by the way, I'm Jeff Jordan, Tropic Shores Realty. I'd love to, do an open house for you and your seller. How would you feel about it? Yeah, sure, absolutely. Let's do that. And I'll put it, in the MLS as an open house. Would you mind? I'm like, yeah, okay. So what's the day and time? She said. I said 12 to 2 on Saturday. She was like, okay, great, bye. I was like, wow, that was easy.
That was really easy. And I remember, because this came up because I know you were kind of talking about doing like for sale by owner, right? And giving them a call, and I was like, oh man, that just sounds hard, right? And I'd much rather do something really easy and more lucrative and more fun. And so yeah, so I mean that took you less than 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And calling a for sale by owner is not easy. I don't know about how lucrative it is. It is unless you're really grinding it out, and grinding it out is not easy. And then, of course, that doesn't make it very fun as well.
Right.
So
Awesome. So Jeff and Christine, tell me about the actual open house. How'd that go? Yeah, our connection is challenging, it sounds like. Are you guys still there?
it was, it could be challenging. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I was now I can. Yep. I was asking, so tell me about the open house.
The open house went really smoothly. I put the signs out, and I would say, actually, no, gosh, when we came back to the house, there was already someone in the driveway, and I said, "Oh boy, here we go."
Awesome.
And I said, "Oh my goodness, let me open up." I forgot what page it was. Was it page 87 or 57? Where we go through the open house dialogue. So I quickly just ran through that. I said, "Hey, you know what? I'll wait for you inside. Take your time. In other words, give me time to breeze through the dialogue or the script." And as soon as he walked in, I said, "Hey, welcome to your new house." And they smiled, and we started talking, and we went through, of course, that. And Jonathan.
Yeah.
Within 5 to 10 minutes, 2 more families came in.
Nice.
Me and Christine looked at each other and said, "Oh, wow, is this how it is? Okay, well, here we go." And she just jumped right in and started helping me out too, and greeting them the same way, And it was, we might have 1 or 2 dead spots, but the dead spots only lasted for like maybe 20 minutes, Christine, right?
Yeah.
And then a few more families were showing up. So fast forward, now we have 3 people, one of which wants us to get back to him with more information about this and other homes like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One person is interested in a house no more than 450,000. That's fine. I'll take that. That's double. That's 2.5 times exactly. Woohoo! It's 2.5 times what I'm used to. I'll take that.
Yeah.
And one guy is a business owner for multiple restaurants. Knows Joe Madden or John Madden, whoever it is, and is in business with him. And he's thinking about possibly, being open to other options as far as housing and stuff like that. And he's a good guy to know. It looks like,
Nice. Oh my gosh. That was how long? I mean, it wasn't like a 10-hour open house. It was what, like 2 to 3 hours?
2 hours.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? So within 20 minutes.
2 hours.
Yeah, it took 2 hours. So I mean, within 20 minutes, you got the open house because you called a few realtors. That took you 20 minutes, and then you had to drive 45 minutes to get there. Okay, yep. And then you did the open house for 2 hours, and so total time I guess is 4 hours from getting it set up, driving there, doing the open, driving home. 4 hours, but I jotted down it's about $3 million of business, give or take, times let's just say a 2.5% commission. So that's $75,000 of fairly solid gross commission income potential. That's a pretty good way to get some quality leads. Yeah.
My mouth is open. Hold on. My jaw just dropped.
I mean, and that's in one weekend. And lo and behold, could you do the same thing next weekend?
I wish I could do it during the week. What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, so you do the same thing next weekend, and if you wanted to, you could do 2 on a Saturday, or you could do 2 on a Sunday, or 1 on a Saturday, 1 on a Sunday. I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, this stuff is so easy, isn't it?
I can't even believe it. And one of the scary things that even some of the agents might have, I'm trying to think about what was, causing fear in me to make sure I tell anybody else who else, might watch this is it was actually easier conversing with people in that price point than what I'm usually used to in another price point. So it was okay. They weren't there to kind of chew my leg off or anything. They were just regular people as well,
Yeah, that's that's awesome. And I've found too, for me at least, the higher I go up in price point, up to a certain number, the I don't know, vocabulary is slipping me early in the morning, but I mean, I would say, I'm not sure if the nicer they are, but they're more, they're okay making a decision faster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they know what they want.
Right.
Yeah. And I was
yeah. Oh, go ahead.
And I was telling Jeff, like the other, price point, they want more than what they can afford, and they want it to happen. It's like, yeah, but a real estate agent cannot change prices. They have to go with the market, and it's very hard. It's very hard to work with that.
Yeah, it is. We're not magicians.
Yes, we're not. We just want to help people find their dream homes, whatever their dream home is.
That's awesome. Well, kudos to you guys for putting that into action, right? So I guess let me ask you this: what would you tell somebody who's just skeptical, right? They're like, well, that wouldn't work for me, or I don't know. It just sounds like another seminar, or it just sounds like another 3-day event, or I don't even know what goes through people's heads. But I mean, that person who's just burnt out, I mean, what would you tell them as far as like if they should or should not attend, my next 3-day event?
I'd have to say you have to go with your gut. And what I mean by that is when I talk to you, I can see your sincerity. You seem like a true blue, down to earth guy who's got something going on that everybody can benefit from. Of course, not everybody's going to, but you said it before. If you got that feeling, and even I had a bunch of doubts, to the point where I first sat down at the, don't get me wrong, and we had a small relationship like a month and a half before that by listening to what you say or do. But until we actually got there, okay, this guy is real. There's other people just like me there, and learning and experiencing the same fears. And then now we're pushing past that. So to anybody listening, it's real, but you just got to just believe, you got to go with your gut, and you got to just do it.
And I'm just going to say, we probably would think, okay, that's another person trying what to do things better. You are not just another person. You are just different. Your way is different, and it changes lives. To wait so long to change someone's life, it changes life in a
Oh, I missed that last part.
It's amazing how your perspective change and how you do things.
I mean, think about it. That much of a response and those types of results within 4 hours, I'm saying, oh my gosh, why didn't I schedule another open house or two right away? Because I want to just move forward as soon as possible. So it's like, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this years ago? Where were you a long time ago, Jonathan? I don't know.
Well, I was selling over 371 million of real estate. So yeah, no, I hear you. It is. Well, it's really easy to eat an apple a day to keep the doctor away, and it's really easy not to do that, right? And the challenging part I find is as realtors, which, I mean, I'm a realtor first, right? I've been doing real estate for 14 years. Now I've sold a little over 371 million. I still do real estate, and I've done it the route where, all right, hey, let's go build a big team. And I had a team of, 16 realtors, and, I had 6 or 7 admin people, and I just didn't really enjoy that, right? I was like, gosh, I'm just crunching out numbers to crunch out numbers. And I said, I want to do real estate a little differently and focus a little more on the higher end, but more than that, focus on like a premium client, no matter what that is. So if I'm in a market of where everything is 500,000, well, cool, I want to do the million, right? Or if I'm in a market where everything is $1 million, I want to do the, 2 million. If I'm in a market where everything is 200, cool, let's go do the, 500. And for me, yeah, I just find it's all about profits and passions. So to me, it's doing stuff that's going to fuel your profit, because you have to, and then doing stuff that's going to fuel your passions, which every day we wake up, we should be like, this is the best day ever. And I find in the past, when I worked with over 100 clients, I didn't feel that way, right? But now that, like last year, I worked with 23 clients. I did 29.2 million in sales. That gives me a lot of like free time to like recharge, and I'm just excited when people call. And so I'm just excited for you guys, and to think that, like, yeah, within 4 hours you got basically $75,000 of high quality, interaction with people. Well, you interacted with more than that, but I mean, the people that you're truly going to go forward with, oh my gosh, that's like 75,000 of income. And to do that isn't going to be as challenging as probably working with 2 or 3 people at 150,000 a piece. So kudos to you guys. I know our tech stuff is kind of hopping in and hopping out. I'll give it here maybe another 30 seconds for you guys to hop back on. Awesome. So I was just giving you kudos, Jeff and Christine. I was giving you guys thumbs up. You guys are doing awesome. You're putting the stuff into action, which is great. So hey, so any parting words that you would want to leave with people?
Oh, let me apologize. I hit the mute button by mistake. Virtual high five. Sorry about that. Parting words.
Yeah.
I understand everybody's fear. We all have that, but gosh, it's like everybody else. You got to move forward. If you really want to, and I know people do want to change their lives, and the industry that we're involved with really, it's an avenue to make that happen in a relatively short amount of time. It really is. I mean, you can change your life, your family's lives, the time that you have, the income that you can produce. There's no reason not to move forward. There really isn't.
And you really need to find the right coaching.
Yeah.
Stop going everywhere. Stop trying here and there and that coach and the other. Just
chasing that shiny object as realtors.
Just connect with Jonathan.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I tell people that it's anything will work, right? Like you can dig a hole with a teaspoon, or you can dig a hole with a shovel, or you can dig a hole with some earth moving equipment. I'd rather just do it with some earth moving equipment, and everything that I teach and tell people to do are things that I do or that I've done. And it's not like, hey, let's hammer it out with expireds, and let's hammer it out with FSBOs, and let's just grind people in the ground. That's not my personality, and that just sounds really hard and like lame. You know what I mean? So I'd rather just do a 2-hour open house and connect with some cool people and make 50 to 75,000, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's one of 12 different things that we go over, right? And so there's 12 ways to really go about attracting cool leads, and I think you guys brought it up too. It's not just doing an open house, right? Because you could have done that open house 6 months ago, but your dialogue and even your mindset probably wouldn't have been the same, right?
Right.
It's like doing it with like, all right, I really want to help these people out, and I just want to be a servant to them, and how do I get past the public's fear of realtors, because they got they don't really like realtors, right? So what do we need to do and say that's going to cause them to just realize we're just humans too, and just strike up a conversation with them, and keep it light and not really get too focused on what a traditional realtor focuses on, which is bedrooms and bathrooms and square footage and how old is the roof, and right, all these things that most of the public just doesn't care about.
Right.
So awesome. Yay, Jeff and Christine, you guys are rocking.
Hey, thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah. Have a great day. Thanks for waking up early. I appreciate it.
Oh, you more so. Gosh.
Yeah.
I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
See you, rock stars.
See you later. Thank you again.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.